Okay, so everybody, today we're going to continue learning the pre-calculus, okay? So the first is properties of rational expressions, which is pretty easy. But the thing is, while we're doing that, there's something like we need to be very careful about it, okay? So let's take a look at this one. So determine the undefined value of x, okay? So for A, B, C, D, there are also, we said what? There's a part is called what? Range and ping ping? Range and what? The other thing?
Is it domain?
Very good. Thank you. Domain and range. Okay. So when we're getting the domain, when we're getting the range. Sorry, have to do it again. So when we're getting the domain is in order to have the value of x, you have to make the value of this equation working. Get it? So for this question, we know that the denominator of any fractions cannot equals to 0, right? So for the domain of this question is what? X cannot equal to 0. Other than that, the x could be everything. Correct, Andy? Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, Andy, 你有没有发觉你今天头发跟 Jason 很像？ Okay, so let's take a look at number 2. X plus 2. So the top, because it's what? And okay, sorry. So let's talk about the range for this one. Because x cannot be 0, so 2 over x can be everything but what, Jason? 0.
Zero.
So how do we do it? So negative infinity to 0 and plus the 0 to the positive infinity. Correct? Okay, so everybody, you have to take a look at this one, okay? When we're using the bracket like that, that means 0 cannot be touched. Understand? Andy? And also, unlimited, negative unlimited, and positive unlimited is also impossible to reach. Okay, so let's take a look at number 2. So B is, the domain is what? The domain is x cannot equals to 3, right? So the range is also negative infinity to 0 and 0 to positive infinity, right? So let's take a look at number C. Okay, Ping Ping, can you tell me x squared minus 9 equals cannot equals to 0, correct, everybody? Because that's the denominator. So x squared equals 9. If x squared cannot equals to 9, so x cannot equals to what?
3
-9.
So equal 3, right? Very good.
or -3.
Or negative 3. Very good. Get it, Ping Ping? Get it, Andy? Get it,
Yeah.
Kevin? Get it, Kevin? Okay, so now let's take a look at x squared plus 9. So x minus 3 over x squared plus 9. How to do this one? 那有些小朋友说，这道题目 x could be everything because x squared plus 9 must be bigger than 0. Why? Because x squared is a positive number, and positive plus 9 must be positive, right? It cannot be 0. But everybody, we'll take a look at this one, x minus 3, right? So it's x minus 3, so it's nothing like that. So we're safe for everything. So that's why this one, x is no value for in order to make them impossible. So the number D is no such thing existing. Understand, everybody? Okay, so if you understand this one, we're gonna be quickly enough. Number 3, okay? So number 3, no, not yet. Okay, so let's take a look at how to reducing the lowest term, okay? So the lowest term before, we have learned that a 4 over 6 equals what, Vicky?
Sorry.
Why? Sorry.
What's the number under it?
I read it. I said it. It's 4/6 equals to what?
Oh, 4/6. 2/3.
2/3. Okay, very good. Okay, so why this is like that? Because it's 2 times 2 over 2 times 3 equals 2/3, right? Correct? But sometimes the decreasing the thing is could be also a variable. For instance, we have x times 2x over x times 3y. So we can divide it by x at the same time, both top and bottom. 朋友们眼睛看 Kevin 眼睛看着 Okay. Well, while x is not equal to 0. Okay, Kevin, if x is equals to 0, you cannot just denominate it, like eliminate it by it together. Understand, Kevin? Okay, so now let's take a look at this one. Okay, so we have 3x minus 3 over 6x minus 6. So how do we do this? We can just simplify by taking the common denominator from the both numerator and denominator, right, Andy? So 3 times x minus
Yeah.
over 6 times x minus 1. But in order to take away x minus 1, Kevin, there's a very important thing is what?
X cannot equal to 1.
X cannot equals to 1. Get it, Kevin? Get it, Andy? Okay, because if it is 0, you cannot divide them, right? And also 6 divided by 3 equals 1. Sorry, 3 divided by 3 equals 1, and 6 divided by 3 equals 2. So the answer is 1/2. Okay, so let's take a look at the next one. So example 3, how to simplify x minus 2 over x squared minus 4 equals x minus 2 over x minus 2 times x plus 2. Okay, so equals what? So we can just eliminate x minus 2, but x cannot equals 2. Correct, everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's take a look at number example 4. So for this one, we need to take a look at for the top numerator, we have x and y is the common factor equals x plus y, right? Inside. Jason, understand? Okay, so the bottom we take out y out, so the inside is also x, y, right? So if you can do x minus y, x plus y, and x plus y for the top and bottom, but we have what? X cannot equals to y, right? And second one, y and y is eliminated. So the domain of y is a y cannot equal to 0. So the answer for this question is x, but we have x cannot equal to 0 and x cannot equals to y and y cannot equals to 0. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Andy? Okay, good. Kevin? Which part you're not very sure?
Never mind.
Because I saw your facial expression is not seems very clear.
I'm thinking about it.
Solomon,
Mm-hmm.
understand everybody?
Yeah.
应该懂了吧？
Yeah. Maybe.
Probably.
Okay, so x minus 6 minus 6, x equals what? So it's x minus 3 times x plus 2. Okay, so everybody divided by x minus 2 times x minus plus 2. Vicky, do you still remember we have learned a plus b times a minus b equals a squared minus b squared? Correct? Okay, and for this factoring is x squared minus x plus 6. You can see this minus 6, so minus 6 equals a times b, and minus 1 equals a plus b. So we know one of this is -3 and the other one is 2. Correct? So x plus 2 can be eliminated. X cannot equals to 2. And x minus 3, sorry, this is x minus 2. So the answer is x minus 3 over x minus 2.
You just remove the x completely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can you say it again, Jason? What is your question?
You just remove
Yeah, remove the
just remove
common
the
factor.
x.
The common
Yeah.
factor, common factor. Okay. So now let's take a look at this one. So I'm going to ask all of you to redo it. So the top is x minus 3 times x plus 3, right? And this one, I'm going to rewrite it as x squared minus 7x and plus 12. So if you take a look at this one, so x, this one is a times b, and -7 is a plus b. So you know a equals -3 and b equals -4. Sorry, -4, yeah. So -4 times -3 equals positive 12, and -4 minus, like plus -3 equals -7, right? So that's why we have x minus 3 times x plus 4. So x minus 3 and x minus 3 are gone, but x cannot equals to 3, right? And equals x plus 3 over x minus 4. Get it, everybody? So there are some common errors here. It said the fundamental principle of rational expression is like you cannot work on any of those law on the plus thing. Get it? You can eliminate it when this one term times another one and one term times another one. You can do that, but you can never do the thing is just like 1 minus 2 over x plus 1. The x cannot be eliminated. Understand, Andy? Jason? Okay, so those ones can only work on the times. Okay, so if you understand, we're going to ask all of you to do A, C, E, G, I. Okay, so just 5 questions. When you finish, don't forget, okay, there's some laws like x cannot equals to what, whatever. Andy, 你在干嘛？Okay, first question, Vicky, can you tell me what is a restriction?
Uh,
你第一题都不会做，你也不问我，
不是 restriction 是
就是 x 不能等于什么呀？
哦，不能等于 zero。
Very good. So x is not equal to 0. Are you done, everybody? Is the same?
Yeah.
Okay, so number 2, Jason, can you tell me x minus 1 over x squared plus 1, x equals what is making the restriction?
Oh, x cannot be 0. No, wait, actually, x cannot be 1, and
No, x could be
Yeah.
anything. X could be anything, okay?
Yeah.
Restriction.
the heck.
We just to think about it, the denominator part, because numerator can be everything. And x squared plus 1, that means x squared can be, because x squared is always bigger or equals to 0, right? So that means the whole thing must be bigger or equals to 1. So this whole thing is always making sense. So there's no restriction for number C. Understand, everybody?
What if you simplify this thing?
You cannot simplify it. X squared
Why?
Plus 1.
it's plus 1. It's x minus 1. You can change it to x minus 1 times x plus 1. Jason, but x squared plus 1 is not changeable.
Well, you could divide x by on both sides.
No, yeah, you're in the common mistakes. So if you divide by x for the other thing, x divided by x equals 1 minus 1 divided by x equals 1 over x, and x squared divided by x equals x, and plus 1 over x. Did you get it? So we don't need to do
Oh,
that. It's not doing anything. Every single term you to divide by the same thing for the top and bottom, okay? So number E, Andy, can you tell me how to do it?
X cannot be less than 6.
Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Okay, so we take a look at the top one. It says x minus 3 times x plus 2. Okay, so that's the first one.
Yeah.
So the bottom one is x times x minus 1, correct? So you're going to find out is actually there's nothing can be eliminated. So x cannot equals to 0 and x cannot equals to 4. That's the answer.
what
Oh
happened?
yeah. Yeah.
How do we get x minus 3 times x plus 2?
So let's take a look at this one, Jason. You see, this number equals a times b. And this one is negative x, so it's negative 1, right? So negative 1 equals a plus b. Get it? So that's why we get it. So because a times b equals negative 6, so it must be negative 3 times 2. And negative 1 is negative 3 plus 2, so it equals negative 1. So that's how I get it.
Okay.
Okay, number G. So number G. Kevin, can you tell me how to do it?
Wait, I'm confused. If it's not like in the form where it's like the one at the bottom, how do you factor it out?
So you just to do that, okay? So you have x. So just to remember this number. So the one, the number with the variable is actually a plus b. Okay, the one without equals a times b. So if a times b equals 2 and a plus b equals negative 3. So what is a and what is b? Negative 1 and a negative 2. So just to work on, so negative 1 plus negative 2 equals negative 3. Did you get it? So they're all the same. So you
But-
have x squared plus 4. Yeah, Kevin, what is your question?
Wait, do you not factor the numerator?
The numerator cannot be factored. It's x squared plus 4. We can only numerate it because, sorry, I factored it. Is x squared minus 4.
Oh, no, never mind. Okay.
Get it?
Yeah, I forgot.
So the bottom is a x minus 3 minus 2 over x minus 1, right? So x cannot equals to what? Cannot equal to 2 or 1. Okay, last one. Pin, can you do that?
You x minus y squared.
So the
over
bottom is x minus y squared, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the restriction?
And then x cannot equal to y.
X cannot equals to Y. Get it, everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you cannot make the denominator 0. Okay, so everybody, let's move on, okay? So simplifying the rational expression, assume the denominator are not 0. So we already assumed that the denominator is not the 0. That means we can directly use it. So x minus 1 over x1 equals what? Equals 1. Right? So x minus 1 over 1 minus x equals what? X minus 1 over negative x minus 1, correct? So the answer is negative 1. Okay, so you can see 2 plus x and negative 2 minus x is what? Okay, so everybody, please do number C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay, so 6 questions. I'm going to call your name and do it one by one. Okay, so let's take a look at C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay, all of you?
I'm finished.
Okay,
We do have to send it to you.
no, you don't have to. Okay, so the first question, Jason, can you tell me what is the answer?
I don't know how to do it from the start.
Huh? X plus 1
Yeah.
divided by 1 plus x.
Is it 1?
Yeah,
Okay.
you know it. So what is x plus 2 over negative 2 minus x?
X cannot equal to -2.
No. They'll ask you to calculate it. Find the answer.
-1.
Very good. -1. Because x plus 2 equals negative 2 plus x, right? So that's why it's -1. Very good. They already assumed that the denominator is not the 0. Okay,
What are we even trying to find here?
the answer. Like you can eliminate. Yeah, so we already have the answer. 1 and a -1. Did you see that, Jason?
Yeah.
So that's the answer.
But what is the answer? Are we just
Answer.
searching for 1 and -1?
Yeah,
That's it?
yeah.
Okay.
So let's take a look at this one. So Kevin, x minus 1 over 1 minus x equals what?
1.
No, equals -1.
Wait. Oh, yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Right? So x plus 1 over negative x minus 1, Jason, equals what?
Starting?
So x plus 1 over negative x minus 1 equals what?
-1 over x?
No, it's 1.
-1.
Oh yeah, -1. Never
So
mind.
-1 times -1 equals +1.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 minus x and x plus 3. This one, can we do it? That's the final answer, okay? So 3 minus x over x plus 3. There's nothing to be eliminated.
-3.
No,
Oh, wait, no.
just
No, no.
eliminate that. You cannot do anything. Okay, give you some time to do G and H, okay?
So do we have to like do x times x, x minus x times -1, x times x, and x times 2?
You can find out, Jason. 如果上面和下面是完全一模一样的，那就可以直接 eliminate，对不对？但是如果是反过来，你看 x minus 2和2 minus x，can we just directly eliminate it? No, because one of them is either the other one's -1 times it, so the answer is -1. So x minus 1 over 1 minus x equals what? Also equals -1. And x plus 2 over 2 minus x, this is nothing like that. So the answer is -1 times -1 equals +1. So x plus 2 is the top, and the denominator is 2 minus x. So that's the answer. So Jason, do you know? So x plus 2 equals -1 times -x minus 2.
It's x plus 2 over 2 minus x. Why don't we just turn it to -1 then?
I cannot turn it because how do you -1? It's not negative
Wait,
1.
never mind, never mind, never mind,
Yeah,
never
yeah.
mind.
Okay, so number H, everybody send me the answer by chat.
For H. For H.
Number H, this one, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
没有人发给我啊？
你发了呀？
I did.
啊，现在就发吗？
对啊，就这么一道题啊。
I did.
OK，我收到了鹏鹏的、Kevin 的、Andy 的、Vicky 的。OK, very good. Okay, so let's take a look at this one, how to do this, okay? So this one, because actually this is exactly equals negative over negative. Yeah, so that's the same thing. So the answer is -1. Correct, everybody? Okay, so now let's take a look at the next one. Okay, so number I and number J, send me the answer by chat.
Okay,
Wait,
both of
C
them.
and wait,
I
which
and J.
question?
I and
Okay,
J.
I and J.
Okay, so 2 questions. Please take a look.
-1.
+0.
Okay, so let's take a look at the first one. The first one, if you take a look at every single sign before the every single term, Kevin, did you notice that? It's actually negative, like opposite for every single one, right? So the answer is -1. 看，你看 这个 x 前面是 positive，这个是 negative，这个 2x 是 negative，这个是 positive，这个1前面是 positive，1前面是 negative，so that's why it's negative. Understand?
Oh,
Okay, so let's take a look at the next one. So if you take a look at this one, it's a minus b plus c, and you put a, b, c in the right order is negative a plus b minus c. Correct, everybody? So if you take a look at this one, is a and negative b and b, and positive c and negative c. So again equals negative 1.
No.
Got it? Okay, so this part is very hard. So I don't want everybody to make any mistakes, okay? So now let's move forward. Let's take a look at number A, number C, number E. So let's just do 3 questions first together with me, okay? So simplify the rational expression. Everybody, you have to read the question very properly, because if they don't say, assume the denominator are not 0, so you have to add the restriction on top of your answer. Understand? If they don't say the denominator, understand, Kevin? 如果他没说, okay, so you have to say y is not equals to 0 for this question. Understand? Okay, so let's see. Okay, so see, so x and y, obviously, they cannot be eliminated anything, but we can do what? A and 14, they're both even numbers, so will be
4 over 7.
sorry, 4x over 7y. Right, if you want to add the restriction, y is not equals to 0, correct? Okay, so the next one is pretty easy. And so x plus 1 and x plus 2. Sorry, x plus 2 and x2 can just directly eliminate it, so x cannot be equal to. They said the denominator not 0, but we just added. So 6 and 10 equals what? 6 and 10 equals 3 over 5. So the answer is 3 over 5, but x cannot be equals to negative 2. Okay, next one. X times x minus y and x squared. Correct?
Negative x.
So 我把 x 拿掉 ，x 也拿掉，对不对？ So x minus y over x. Okay, so everybody, you're doing B, D, and F yourself.
When you're done, do I have to send it to you?
Yeah. So let's take a look at this one. So first one, x is gone. And 15 divided by 3 equals 5, and 24 divided by 5 equals 8. So it'd be 5y over 8. Right? This one seems nothing
Yeah.
common, but this one is x plus 1 and over x minus 1. Oh, sorry. It's x minus 1 over x minus 1, right? Because it's x minus 1 squared. I can expand it. So this x1 and x1 can be gone. So x plus 1 over x minus 1. Okay, last one. So 2x take out equals x minus 4 over 4 minus x.
Got the
Okay,
first
Pimpin,
two
take a look.
correct.
So we have x minus 4 over 4 minus x. You get what, Pimpin?
Negative
1 or
1.
negative 1?
Negative 1.
Negative 1. So 2x times negative 1 equals what? Negative 2.
Negative 2x.
Get it? Okay, everybody, if you're making mistakes and find out which part you're making mistakes, okay? We're moving forward to the same question, okay? So GIKMO, okay? GIKMO.
X square Y. Yeah, I think it's X square Y.
Yeah, X square Y. OK，认真做一下啊。
老师，你们能听见金有奇在讲话吗？
我能听到你声音啊。
我说金九旗，他一直在我底下，不知道在那里说什么。
真的呀？
他大概是在讲他的解题思路什
What
么的，
did
但
I
是他
do?
好像静音了耶。
那他让他自己说，不是挺好的吗？ So everybody, did you finish?
Yes.
Okay, send it to me, Jason.
I don't want to send it. It's very, very complicated.
Do we have to send it to you?
Yes.
It's so weird, you know, like I don't want to send squared and all that.
帮一下嘛。Okay, so I'm going to just do the first question. Andy, good job. Send it to me. So okay, so the first question, still nobody sent it to me. Pin Pin, did you send it to me? Other than Andy, Jason, are you sending them? And Kevin, are you sending them?
I'll show you my sheet.
这样我怎么看得清楚嘛
I don't want to send this. Ah.
Pin Pin, did you send it to me?
I'm sending.
Okay.
Wait, for the third one, if you factor the top, do you for 2 you just leave it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Uh, okay, I sent it.
Okay, so the first question, Kevin, is it x squared over times x, right? And over x squared and x plus y. Get it, everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so x squared and x squared are gone. So the answer is x over x plus y. Okay, so the second one, we have x take out, so x plus 2. And over, this one is what? X plus 2 times x plus 1. Correct? So x plus 2 can be eliminated, so it's x over x plus 1. Okay, next one. This one's a little bit hard. So we have 2 and 1. So that's the x part. So that's the number part. So it's positive 3 and negative 1. Because negative 1 times 3 equals negative 3. And 2 times 3 equals 6. And 1 times negative 1 equals negative 1. So 6 minus 1 equals 5x. So the answer is 2x minus 1 over x plus 3. And here is x minus 3 and x plus 3. Okay, so x plus 3 is gone. So the answer is 2x minus 1 over x minus 3. Get it? When we do the factoring, everybody, you times them by cross factoring, but you plus them when you're really putting them together. Understand, Pimpe? Number K, you're wrong. Turn on the camera. Turn on the mic. I don't see.
Yeah, I was saying yeah.
Do you understand which part you're making
Yeah.
mistakes? Okay,
Yeah.
and understand? Okay, next one. We're doing
Yes.
calculation. Okay, so this one's x part, and this is number part. So for the numerator, so 2x squared plus 17x plus 35. So for the x, it's only 2x times 1x. That's only one possibility, right? So 35, there's a lot of possibles. So for instance, we have 5 times 7. So if you see, I put a 5 here and 7 here. So 2 times 5 equals 10, and 1 times 7 equals 17. So 10 plus 7 equals 17. So we have 2x plus 7 and x plus 5. Okay, so this one, x and number. So 3 and 1, and 20 is what? Equals 5 and 4. Okay, so 3 times 5 equals 15, and 1 times 4 equals 9, 19. So it's 3x plus 4 and times x plus 5. So x plus 5 and x plus 9 is gone. So we have 2x plus 7 over 3x plus 4. Okay, next one. Again, we have 7x, x a number. So 7 and 1 is the only thing. And we're negative 18 to the 16. So if you see one of them is negative, the plus together equals positive. That means the negative number is big and the positive number is small. Sorry, negative number is small and positive number is big. So negative number is small and positive number is big. Yes. So 7 times 9 equals 63, minus 2 equals 61. So the top is 7x minus 2 and x plus 9. And the bottom is what? You have 7 and 1. And this one is 3 and negative 2. So 7x minus 2 and x plus 3. So these one were gone. So it's x positive 9 over, well, it's supposed to be x plus 9 over x plus 3. Get it, everybody? Okay, so now let's take a look at QSUW. Okay, QSUW. Okay, so I'm going to start to explain these questions, okay? Or you need some more time?
No.
You give up?
Yeah. Yes, I
Okay.
did.
So 3x minus 21 and 28 minus 4x. So what's in common?
X.
No, 3. And this one's 4. Get it, Jason?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yep.
Okay, so x minus 7 and 7 minus x equals -1. So the answer is -3/4. Am I right, Vicky?
Wait,
Yeah, kind of.
yes.
Kind of.
Yes.
So which if you don't see it, let me know.
Yeah, kind of.
哪个地方不懂？说 kind of，那你告诉我哪个地方你不懂
Everything.
啊？No, 3x minus 21, they have the common factor of 3. You should understand it.
Yeah, I don't understand that
Right?
part.
So the 28 minus 4x, they have the 4 out, correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense now.
对不对? So everybody, so this question we can go, right? So you understood? So number 2. So we have x squared plus 2xy minus 3y squared. So it's x minus 3, sorry, plus 3y and x minus y over, so 2x and 1 and -1 and +1. So it's 2x plus 1 over, sorry, 1y and x minus y. So this one is gone. So the answer is x plus 3y over 2x minus y. 哎，是不是大家不会做这个 factoring 啊？
Nor
我记得教过了呀 factoring。
How do you do it so fast is the thing.
it's just
我记得我教过 factoring 了呀。
Yeah, you did.
When?
But how did you do it so fast?
OK，
I gotta
just
like, think
moan
about it
it.
for a few
Okay,
minutes.
Kevin 忘记了。Kevin，那我Kevin, so the thing is, let's just do the quick review of the factoring, okay? I feel like everybody is like, this part is missing here. So if I have x squared plus 7x minus 18, okay? So Kevin, this positive x 7, so 在这个 x 前面的这个东西啊，这个 7 就等于 a 加 b, okay? So when we're factoring them is a plus x plus a times x plus b. Okay, so we know this 7, 这个正七就等于 a 加 b, 这个 negative 18就等于 a 乘以 b. So we need to find out the value of a and b and put them there, and it's going to be good, right? So I'm going to just help you to do a table. So this one is x, this is number. So because this is x is very easy because it's in front of the x is 1, 1. So it can be only 1, right? So Kevin, in order to make two numbers times together equals 1, so it should be only 1 and 1, correct? There's no other possibilities. Okay, so let's see, negative to 18. So negative 18 is what? We can do negative 9 or positive 2 or positive 9 and negative 2, correct? In order to make them equal, correct? But if you times them, so this is negative 9 plus 2 will be negative 7, and this one will be negative 2 plus positive 9 will be positive 9. So the answer should be what? Should be the second one, 对不对? So it's, this one is x, so it's x plus 9 times x minus 2. So this one equals that. 好了，有些小朋友说，那老师下面一个怎么做？We still put them into the order of x squared and something x and whatever, no x. So it's negative x squared minus 4x and plus 12. Do we like negative? No, we don't like negative. I'm going to take negative out. So x squared plus 4x minus 12. Get it, everybody? So if you put a negative sign in front of equation, you need to change every equations in front of it into the positive. So before it's negative became positive, before it's positive became negative.
Wait, what if it's not like like something squared and then a number and then x and then
You
and
put
then
them always into x squared first. The second one something x. The third one is a number.
wait,
It's
yeah, but what if something that you're factoring isn't like in that
order, right? Yeah, so you need to put them in order to help yourself. Okay, because if it's not in the order, it's hard.
or what if it like doesn't have like a squared like an
Oh,
exponent?
it's not having squared, there will be something like q, right? So you find the number common factors.
Oh, never.
Right?
Wait, so if you try like everything and then it doesn't like work, it's like not factorable, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's take a look at this one. We see the number in front of x squared is 1, so we put 1 there. That means 1x and a 1x. Get it? So x times x equals x squared. And we take a look at the negative 12. So in order to make negative 12 and times together equals positive 4. So that means what? Positive 6 and negative 2, correct? So because you can see x times negative 2 equals negative 2x and x times 6 equals positive 6x. So positive 6x minus 2x equals positive 4x. So don't forget the negative sign, okay, everybody? So it's negative x plus 6 times x minus 2. Clear? OK, so Jason 看好了，一定是有乘的时候是交叉相乘，但是你写式子的时候永远是平的写。Kevin, understand? So we have the top is x plus 9 times x minus 2. The bottom is x plus 6 times x minus 2. 那 x minus 2和 x minus 2是不是一样的？所以就只有 x plus 9 over x plus 6, but don't forget there's a negative sign in front of it. Okay, so let's take a look at when if we have 2x squared. So for instance, we have 2x squared minus x minus 1. How do we do it? Okay, so everybody, we have x and number part. So Kevin, see, this is 2x squared, right? So it's only have 2x times x, correct? So this time is no more x times x. Jason, correct? And we look at the number part. So it's negative 1 and a 1. But let's see, if I have negative 1 and 1 like that, so 2x times x equals positive 2x, and negative 1 times x equals negative x equals x. It's wrong. So it's x and number, so it's 2x and x. So it's positive x and negative 1. Why I'm changing this is everybody, you can see the number part still negative 1 times positive 1 equals negative 1. But if you cross time them, so 2x times negative 1 equals negative 2x, and x times 1 equals positive x. So negative 2x plus x equals what? Equals negative x. So you get the answer right. So that's why you do it 2x plus 1 and times x minus 1. Get it, everybody? Okay, Jason 疯了. Okay, so we do some practice, okay? So 4x squared minus 27x. 我弄个小一点的数字吧 ，OK， 小一点的数字比较简单。So
Can I go
let's
to the bathroom?
yeah, of course. Okay, let's do this question yourself.
This is not a question.
Yeah, no,
Are
I
we
have
just
a
doing
question.
K?
No, I just do this one. Just do this one.
It's not a question.
Yeah. Do you want us just to factorize into like
Yeah,
x times?
just do the factoring part.
Okay.
Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So if we have x here, Kevin, Andy, okay, so 2x squared, we can only do what? 2x times.
Yeah.
Right, so let's take a look at -3. So we could have what? +3 and
Or
-1,
negative
or
one. Or the other
negative
way around.
-3 and +1, right? But or -1 +3 or 1 negative, correct? There's these possibilities. But how to find out the right one, Kevin? You need to times them one by one. You see, 2x times -1 equals -2x, and plus 3x equals +1. So this one's wrong because we have +5x, correct? So 2x times 1 equals 2x, and -3 times x equals -3x, plus together equals -x, also not right. But if you see 2x times 3 equals +6x, and minus 1x equals +5x. So this one is the right one. So which is +3 and -1. So how do we put them in order? So it's 2x minus 1 times x plus 3. Get it? Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So 2x squared plus 17x plus 35. Okay, so
I'm
as
so
everybody,
confused.
okay. So everybody, if it's 2x squared, can we just put 2x and x here directly? Correct?
Mm.
And 35, this is both of them are positive. It's really good because I know it is just to be one, all of them are positive. Very good. So 1 and 35 will be too big. So I'm going to use 5 and 7. And people, do you know why I can immediately target it? Because I already trying to do this in my mind is 2x plus 5 equals 10. And 7 times x equals 7. So 10x plus 7x equals 17x. Okay, so Kevin, you do them straightforward. So 2x plus 7 times x plus 5. You calculate it, you cross time them. But when you write down the equation, you do it flatly. Okay, so the same thing，看到没有？我们在算的时候是2x 乘以5，看到吗 ，Kevin？ So 2x times 5 equals 10x. Jason, understand? Andy, Vicky? And 7x, okay? But when you write it, the equation is like 2x times 7 plus 7 and x plus 5. 或者小朋友说 when is plus and when is negative， 你看到这边如果是 negative 7， 那就是 2x minus 7. Okay, so now everybody do the denominator together, okay? It's 3x squared plus 19x plus 20.
Oh, it didn't. So everybody, you have 3x squared, correct? Jason, Vicky, Ping Ping, Andy, Kevin, can you do this question and tell me the answer?
It's 3x plus 4 times x plus 5.
Okay, so why does this 4 and 5, everybody? If you take a look at this one, 20 equals 5 times 4, right? Correct? Kevin? Okay, so you cross time them. So 3x times 5 equals 15, and x times 4 equals 4x. So 4x plus 15x equals 19x.
Get it? Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So we do 7x squared plus 61x minus 18. Everybody, let's do this one, okay?
I'm done.
Okay. 那么多 carry.
There's like two. It's not even.
老师发给
There's
哪
only
个
two.
carry？
I'm done.
对呀。So 7x squared, so 7x and x, right?
We
So
have to
this
send
part
it
is
to you.
negative- It's okay. Negative 18 equals what? 但是它这里又是很大的61，那我这个9肯定要放在这里啊，对不对 ，Kevin？看到吗？为什么这个9要放在这边？因为这个9和7x 乘起来就有63个 x，right? So which makes this number really big? So the negative 2 here. So it's 63x minus 2x equals 61x.
Oh yeah, I'm so dumb.
Get it, everybody? Okay, so in order to do these questions right, we have to have a very strong ability of factoring, okay? So let's do the one last question, 5x minus 32x plus 12. Okay, everybody, one last question.
Done.
Same, done.
Good.
On
Oh, is it 5? Whoa, wait. God. Is it 5x minus 6? My God. Okay, look. It's 5x minus 6 in a bracket times 2. I mean, x minus 2 in a bracket. Yay. Wait, no, I messed it up. Frick it. The
So
other way
you have
around.
this
My
one positive 12, right? And but this is negative 32.
So
you
they're
know
both
that,
negative.
but both negative, very good. So you see 12 can be like 1 times 12, 2 times 6, and 3 times 4, right? There's only a couple of ones. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So 5x, in order to make them 32, so this one is 6, negative 6, and negative 2. Get it? So 5x times negative 6 equals negative 30, and minus 2x equals minus 32. So do it flatly. Horizontal, 5x minus 2 times x minus 6. Get it, everybody?
Mhm.
Okay, so that's it for today's class, okay? So I'm going to send you the homework. Okay, so I know it's hard, but Kevin, we have to get over it, right? So do more practice. So don't worry about it doing this like this first level. You can just do the factoring first. Do more factoring to practice it, then you move on to today's homework. Understand, Jason? Understand, Vicky? 一定要做这个 factoring 啊, is the most important part for this whole entire like chapter.